Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Intellectually Honest, unedited, uncut, and we're going to get right into it. Lonzo Ball. So I saw the game last night, and I got a couple takeaways. First takeaway is Lonzo Ball, man. What can you say about Lonzo Ball? If you can't see that this guy is a star in the making, or he's ready to break out and become a star, then you're just a hater. And that's fine. People have it. I think they said, I saw a stat. It said Steph Curry gets more negative comments on Twitter than any other player, if you can believe that. And that's Steph Curry. Like, what's there to hate about Steph Curry? So, if you've, taking up that mantle as a Lonzo Ball hater for life, then that's that, and I can't really talk you out of that or change your mind, and I have no interest to. But for all of us sensible fans, Lonzo Ball, what can't this guy do? What is it gonna take for the media, for everybody to give this guy his respect? Lonzo Ball is an amazing basketball player. Jeez, man, like the Pelicans are gonna look back and they're gonna really feel like idiots for letting this guy go, for not wanting to pay this guy in free agency. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. I got a few takeaways from that game. The first takeaway is the Pelicans team is better than their Warriors team, but the Pelicans won't win. They won't make the play-in tournament. The Pelicans team is better than the Warriors team, but they won't make the play-in tournament. They don't have the discipline. They have the talent. Like, if you just look on paper, Steph Curry is the only player that's like way above everybody else. Like, you could legit make an argument that Lonzo Ball is better than every other player on the Warriors except Steph Curry. And if Lonzo is better, then, all right, so Ingram's better than everybody on the Warriors except Curry. Zion's better. So the Pels have more talent than the Warriors. But they don't have better coaching. They don't have more discipline. They don't have a better plan. You know what I mean? The Warriors aren't coming out there and letting Steph Curry jack up shots one night and then having him play, just a defensive specialist or some shit. They don't have, what I'm saying, only play in the post. In other words, everybody's in their role on the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Draymond Green isn't asked to go out there and run off screens and jack up shots, one night, and then, pretty much exert all his energy on defense the next night. He knows he's the facilitator on that team. Steph Curry knows he has the ultimate green light on that team. They have roles. They have discipline. They have coaching. That's why the Warriors will win. They will get that play-in spot over the Pels. The Pels aren't catching them. But the Pels do have more talent. So, takeaway number 2. Brandon Ingram, I don't like to just say a player is like overrated or he's not worth the money, but think about other max players in the league. Like Kawhi Leonard is a max player. Dame Dollar is a max player. Curry is a max player. So when you say Ingram is a max player and they're paying this dude $100 million, it doesn't feel like they're getting their money's worth. And like, I like Ingram. I was one of those people who, like, back in the day, maybe a few years ago when Lonzo first got drafted and everybody was like, Kyle Kuzma's better than Ingram and all that stuff, I was one of those people being like, hey, slow down. I was one of those people that was like, slow down. Ingram is hella talented. I just don't feel like I don't feel like he's I don't feel like he's a true second option to Zion. I don't feel like he's a true compliment. Like I feel like he's a star, but I feel like he thrives as like a third option, or if you want to have him as a first option, his stats will look amazing. The team probably won't be that good, to be honest with you, but his stats will look amazing. He'll thrive as that primary role, because we saw it last year. Team didn't look that good, but he was still thriving in his role as the star. But on a championship caliber team, no. Ingram is a third level. He's like a third option. And dare I say it, I don't want to overreact, man. But that, just to get into the meat and bones of this point that I'm trying to make, Lonzo Ball looks like a second option to Zion. He looks like the perfect complement to Zion Williamson. And this is the part that's going to be scary, because he's going to go to New York and he's going to be amazing alongside Julius Randle. He's going to be amazing alongside Julius Randle. And the Pelicans are going to have to look and decide if they made the right choice. If Kyra Lewis doesn't, which I hope he does, I hope he becomes what he's capable of. But I don't think he has the potential to be as good as Lonzo does. I just don't, man. So next year, if Ball does go to New York, if Ball does go to New York and him and Randall look incredible, the Pelicans are gonna, David Griffin, that front office, they're gonna have some questions to answer. They like, amongst, if not to the media, but amongst themselves, to Zion. Like, what's the plan? Why did we get rid of Zoe? What was the long-term goal of this? We wanted shooting around Zion, Zoe can shoot. You wanted defense, Zoe can play defense. You wanted somebody who can set Zion up for easy lobs and scoring opportunities, Zoe, you had that. So they're going to have to look at each other and decide, what was it about Lonzo that made them say, get out of here, go. Lonzo Ball is looking like the perfect complement to that kind of player, to that dominant forward kind of player. So I think it can happen with Zion if the Pelicans commit to it, get a coach that knows how to maximize it, and build around it. But I don't see Ingram and Zion as a complement to each other. I don't see it. Takeaway number three. Lonzo Ball is clutch. Lonzo Ball is clutch. I remember earlier in the season, he missed a few shots. This is like a smaller point. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I just wanted to mention it. He's clutch. This guy last night hit a big three to tie the game, then came back and hit a clean step back mid-range to take the lead. It's like in crunch time. This is like all under like a minute left. Like, come on, man. Respect this man, yo. Like I saw Charles Barkley and D Wade. It was like a year, like weeks ago now, probably a month ago. It was like and Shaq when Lonzo Ball didn't take that last shot against the Bucks. Shaq told some people don't want that shot, Kenny. I'm like, nah. He gave it to Ingram. He gave it to the closer, to the star. Like, that's what I don't get, bro. Like, Ingram comes up small in big moments all the time, and we blame Lonzo. Lonzo's not making $100 million, fam. Lonzo's oh, that's nuts, man. But like I said, I'm not gonna harp on that moment or that point too long. But the final point, and this to kind of wrap things up, we got to stop overreacting to every bad Lonzo Ball game, man. We got to stop overreacting to every Lonzo Ball bad game. We got to stop acting like it's the end of the world when this guy scores 8 points instead of 30 points. 10 points instead of 25. We got to stop acting like it's the end of the world. Because, like, the reality is he's not going to average 25 points a game. So he's going to have another night where he gives you 10, 8, and 8. And we got to not cry. We got to not act like his career is over. Because we've seen that he's capable of big scoring nights. I told somebody like a while ago, a peak Lonzo Ball season, like a peak Lonzo Ball season, I think right now it's probably 18, 10, and 10. That's an MVP Lonzo Ball season. You know, we got to stop acting like every time he doesn't score 20 that he's failing at life. It's getting ridiculous, and it's to the point where it's getting kind of embarrassing. It's looking like we don't have control over our emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta be logical here. You know, Lonzo Ball didn't come into the league. He wasn't drafted second overall because he had Devin Booker scoring potential. You know what I mean? So remember the player you're following here. He didn't get drafted second overall to be the next Kyrie Irving. You know, so Lonzo Ball is a floor general in its purest form. So, you know, just be cognizant of that, and just, you know, appreciate these big scoring nights, and know that it can happen with his skill set. It can happen any given night, but we got to stop overreacting when he has a bad game. You know, but other than that, shout out to Lonzo Ball for the progress, for the work paying off, for trusting in yourself, betting on yourself. You're in for a big payday. And that's about it, man. This is Intellectually Honest. Next game is Friday, I believe. We'll see if the Pels can pull out another one. See if Zoe has another amazing performance in store for us. So, peace.